Protect your privacy and don't become a fraud victim. Part 1. Spotting the red flags of an online scam. Have you ever been targeted by fraudsters using email or telephone scams to get your private information? Once scammers have your information, they can use it to access your financial accounts, change your passwords, and even steal your identity. But you can reduce your chance of being a fraud victim by learning how to spot the red flags that you're being scammed. How fraud occurs. Fraudsters' two most common ways to get your personal information are telephone scams and email phishing scams. In most scams, perpetrators try to instill a sense of fear or urgency in their messages to try to get you to act without thinking. And if anyone asks you to make a payment with gift cards, it's a clear red flag that you're being scammed. There's no way to pay bills, fines, or fees using gift cards. Telephone scams. The government agency scam. In one of the most popular telephone scams, callers pretend to be from legitimate government agencies like the Canada Revenue Agency, Canadian Border Services, or even RCMP. The caller will usually explain a false situation, like you haven't paid all your taxes, and demand that you send money to settle your account or face a serious consequence, like the potential of being arrested. The red flag here is that government agencies don't ask you to send money or personal information over the telephone. The special offer telephone scam. Another common red flag is when you get a call with a special offer or to tell you that you've won some money, and to claim the prize, all you need to do is confirm your identity. This one can be hard to spot. The questions might seem harmless, relating to your personal life or things that are most important to you. But that's the sort of information that your bank or other organizations use to identify you when you call. Except now that the fraudsters have it, they can use it to get into your bank accounts and change your passwords so that you can't access your money. The charity scam. Maybe the worst type of phone scam is when callers try to take advantage of your generosity. Posing as representatives of charitable or not-for-profit organizations, callers will direct you to a fake website to make a donation. You should only use your credit card online with known, reputable organizations. If callers aren't willing to give you the information you need, or something just doesn't seem right, trust your instincts and disconnect. Phishing scams. Phishing is perhaps the oldest online scam. Phishing scammers use malicious emails to try to get passwords and financial data from you. They are literally phishing for your personal information. Like telephone scams, there are many different types of phishing scams to watch out for. Deceptive phishing. In deceptive phishing, a bogus email will take you to a fake site that is designed to look like a real company site. Once there, you're asked to enter your personal information, which the scammers record. Spear phishing. Spear phishing is more directly targeted at the email recipient. The email can look like it's from a trustworthy source and may even be personalized with your name. Like deceptive phishing, clicking on a link in a spear phishing email may send you to a legitimate-looking but fraudulent website. The link in the email might also trigger the download of malware onto your computer. Vishing. Vishing is yet another form of phishing. If you've been targeted for a vishing attack, you may get an email claiming that the sender needs to verify your personal information, or there is a problem with your account. The romance scam. There's one scam that may be done by email, by telephone, or both. The scammer won't ask for money up front, but the scam can cost the victim tens of thousands of dollars. Romance scammers hunt social media and dating sites for their next target. They get into an online relationship with the victim, and they can carry on the scam for weeks or months to make it look like they're really interested and even in love with the victim. Romance scammers will say they're from another city or country. That way, claiming to be short of cash, they can ask the victim to send money for a plane ticket to meet the victim. Another frequent romance scam tactic is to claim that a loved one is in need of an expensive medical procedure. Of course, if the victim sends any money, the phony lover is never heard from again. You should always be on the lookout for fraud and privacy scam red flags. But there are other red flags that you should be aware of if you don't want to become a victim. red flags that you might be waving. Red flags that scammers look for to identify you as a possible target. Even what seems like a normal activity can give fraudsters everything they need to log into your accounts. Keep all of the following in mind as you go through your day to lower your chance of attracting scammers. Using social media posts as a source for passwords. Be careful how you use social media. Your posts could provide answers to your security questions. If you post a lot of windsurfing images, don't make windsurfing your password. Using the same password more than once. Passwords are always difficult to remember, but you should avoid using the same password across many websites. If an attacker gets that password, they can easily use it on another site. Each password should be unique, and you can use a password manager to keep track of them all. Using unprotected email accounts. You use your email account to access many other accounts, so protecting it is very important. Make sure the email account used for your financial institution is protected with a long password and any other security features available, like multiple levels of authentication. What you'll learn in Protect Your Privacy and Don't Become a Fraud Victim, Part 2. We've covered a lot of ground in looking for the red flags of an online scam and avoiding not raising any red flags ourselves, but we're just getting started. In Protect Your Privacy and Don't Become a Fraud Victim, Part 2, Protecting Yourself When There Are No Red Flags, you'll learn how to spot when you're being victimized by a scammer, even when there are no signs of a scam.